Oahspe, Book of Sethantes, chapter 10, part 34. Jehovah spake to God, saying, Steer thy ship to the south land, my son, and visit thy Lord, who is God of Vohu. And God went as commanded to the south, running close to the earth over deserts and mountains. 2. But when they were a short way on the journey, they were met by the Lord, who had been apprised of God's coming. And the ship of the Lord came also, and made fast to the vessel of God. And all the angels saluted and intermingled, having known one another for hundreds of years, and some for more than 1,000 years. 3. The Lord said, On our journey, let us run through the valleys and the banks of rivers. For it is here that both Asu and men dwell. And so they journeyed, surveying the earth as they sailed above. The country was mostly barren, not supporting man nor beast. 4. But by the riversides man dwelt, burrowing in the ground to avoid the heat by day and the cold by night. And they came to places where the angels of the Lord were dwelling with mortals, having inspired them to make villages and to hide their nakedness. 5. The Lord said, Behold, O God, only the unseen is potent over man. Could the beasts or the stones or the forest tell man to hide his nakedness, he would not, neither will he heed his brother's voice. Without experience, man cannot be advised profitably to himself, for such hath Jehovah made him. Because man cannot discern angel presence, the angels alone can teach man and inspire him to new life. For they talk to him in his sleep, and show him what is for his own good. And when he waketh in the morning, he supposes it was himself talking, and he is ambitious to obey himself. Patient and of long endurance are the angels of the Lord. 6. God said, Will man ever know he has been raised up? Will he be believing? Or will he, too, need to go to some new world and raise up the first fruits thereof, and toil his hundreds of years with naked mortals? O Jehovah, how wisely hast thou shapen the labors of the believing and the unbelieving. 7. Lo, man cometh forth out of the earth, boasting of his unbelief, saying, Except I see with my own eyes, and feel with my own hands, I will not believe. But thou, O Jehovah, hast fitted a labor for his eyes and for his hands, to his heart's content. 8. And yet another man cometh forth out of the earth, being believing, and quickly he mounteth to the thrones of thy exalted heavens. Great is the work of thy Lord, O Father. 9. The Lord said, Who knoweth thy wisdom, O Jehovah? Who cannot perceive thee in the foundations of thy everlasting worlds? Thou hast provided nurses for the new earth, and out of this thy footstool wilt thou bring forth many who will, in the far future time, be laboring as thy Lord and his angels labor here. Of what expanse is thy wisdom, O Jehovah? 10. Thus they conversed and journeyed forth till they reached the throne and place of the Lord. And here they made fast their ships, and they descended down to the city of Angu, in upper middle of the continent of Vohu. 11. And the Lord now sent messengers to all the Ashars in his dominions, appointing 10 days of rest and time for feasting and music and dancing and worshiping Jehovah. 12. And so it came to pass that the angels of the Lord and of God held a reunion, being the first one for over 100 years. 13. And then God went around about over all the continent of Vohu, inspecting the work the Lord had done, and he pronounced it good before Jehovah. 14. When God had rested the full time, he and his host entered the ship of God, and taking leave of the Lord and his host, departed on the journey, saluting the Lord with 1,000 trumpeters in the name of Jehovah.